Hello Whitney, here is your sewer scope video. This is me on the roof. Just giving you orientation. That's the entry point through the main sewer stack. Not terribly uncommon to drop in like this. If there's, sometimes they'll cover up an entry point, a clean out, in a finished basement or whatever. Or like in your case, I just couldn't make the turn just because it's more of a T-fitting at that clean out. So my camera head cable could not make that shift. Here we are right in cast iron, holding a little bit of water here. Now, this is not how the picture should be. Obviously, the camera head is dirty, and it'll get dirtier as we go out towards the end of the pipe. I have my suspicions, but we won't know until the pipe's cleaned. But as you'll see as we roll along here, the water's very dirty. The camera head is obscured, or the lens of the camera is obscured with just a very thick sludge in the bottom of the pipe. Like we talked about today, cast iron pipe tends to hold material, waste, paper, whatever, and kind of tends to make for a mucky mess. The interesting thing is, when I pull back, I'm able to clean off the camera lens, and we get a better picture, and I can bring you all the way out to probably the last 30 or 40 feet or so. Let me pause for just a second. You can actually see on the bottom of the picture me pushing stuff along. If I go faster, it tends to build up. So in a way, what I'm doing is I'm cleaning the pipe right now, just because I'm pulling all of that sediment and sludge and dislodging it and moving it along. My guess is that that's what's causing the pipe to be holding water. Now, could there be a dip in the pipe or a sag, belly, whatever you want to call it? So again, more debris right there on the left. Hard to see, but we're picking up debris as we go along. As we pull back, because I've pushed through, I've gotten rid of a lot of that waste. So my hope is that once the pipe is cleaned, and then re-examined, it'll show that the pipe is acceptably clear, everything's flowing the way it's supposed to, there's no major damage. A lot of times if there's a big offset in one of the connection points in the pipe, or if there's a damaged section, especially on the bottom of the pipe, I won't be able to push past it. I'll get blocked and I can't go any further. You'll see once the camera head gets cleared off, I'll pull back a little bit. I can't remember exactly where, at the 60-foot mark, 70-foot mark, it'll clear off, and then I'll go all the way out to the end, and we'll get a little better view on the return trip back to the roof. One thing, please keep in mind, a couple things. One, the date and timer off. Not really sure why that happened. I know there was a software update on the program that I use that I probably just need to reset things. And the distance counter that you see is a little bit off, especially as I pull back, or if I'm going forwards and backwards a lot, it tends to skew that counter. Apologize for that. It is a rough estimate. If there was damage in the pipe, I have a means of being able to mark it. But since we're pretty clear, here we go. I get a little clearer view here once I see that. There we go. Typical cast iron, as corroded as I would expect for roughly a almost 60-year-old pipe. It's not too bad. Pushing out. Normally in our area we'll have an obvious drop in the direction of the pipe, it'll kind of a downward turn, and then a secondary drop into the city main line. There we go, pushing along. Here's that first drop that we talked about. So we're switching over to it's called SDR 35. It's a plastic pipe. Just kind of repositioning myself. It's kind of an awkward position to be in, trying to keep equipment from sliding off the roof and other material that I have up there. You notice again, like just the consistency and color of the muck that's flowing there. I am running a little bit of water through the pipe just to help push through. But really, in a clean pipe, if there wasn't that issue, it should run almost clear. So that's the final drop into the city connection. Orientation of the house is not very far from the street, so you're in really good shape. I don't see any roots, anything. No, I did mention today that there is a bit of pipe that I thought had been replaced. And as we pull back right at about the 65, 66 foot mark, there's a very short 3 or 4 foot section of PVC pipe that's been cut into the line. I'm unsure of when that was done. I don't believe that that's causing any of the backups. Everything looks pretty good there. I'm probably just getting wipes there just to clean off my cable as I pull back. I'll show you that section of PVC and then I will pull out and let you watch the rest. Again, holding water again. And there it is right there. So very short connection there. Pull back just a little bit and then we're right back into cast iron. All right, please review. Let me know if you have any questions or if I can be in help in any way.